morning, Lagos. You're listening to Cool FM 96.9. Today's traffic report is minimal at the moment, and not to forget, obey the COVID-19 protocol, avoid crowded places, practice social distancing if you must go out, and wash your hands regularly.
5 years ago, when OGUDU was still selling for a good price of 50 million, 40 million, a lot of people choose not to invest their money into this location. A lot of people said that this place is actually a waterlogged area. As of now, OGUDU is currently selling for 100 million. It's selling for 100 million as of today, while some locations where we are actually going to launch is actually selling for 70 million naira. So do not allow history to repeat itself. That what happened 5 years ago should repeat again, because from 10 years ago from now, OGUDU here will be selling for $500 million. Are you interested? Pick up your phone as now and dial the number on your screen. Investors, if I ask you to invest, what are the places that comes into your mind? I know a lot of persons love investing on the island, while there are a lot of persons who love to invest in the mainland land. Now come to look at it, Lagos City as a whole has been oversaturated, and if there's one thing that has made Lagos City an eyebrow area is about the real estate investment. Now if you come to look at a lot of investors who actually invested in Banana Island. Now a lot of people say, Davido's family, they are making money. We are talking about Detola. These men were visionaries back in the 80s, back in the 70s, that decided to invest in Banana Island. And now a square meter in Banana Island is actually selling for $10,000 for a square meter, and that simply means if you are converting to own a full plot of land in Banana Island, you'll be spending over 2 billion naira to own a property. Now those investors who actually saw the vision in the 80s and the 70s have actually made a whooping return on investment. Now let's come down to the mainland. We are not talking about the island now. We are at OGUDU.
OGUDU is located between Ojota in Koshofe local government, along Ikorodu Road on Lagos mainland and Oworonshoki Express Road to connect Lagos Island via the 3rd Mainland Bridge.
Now come to look at about OGUDU. One thing about OGUDU is that it has a close proximity, and I remember a lot of investors, both of you space in diasporas, a lot of things come to your mind. If I want to own my homes, I love either staying in a close proximity to my access place of my place of work, or close proximity where I'm going to check out down to the airport to travel out of the country. Now if you come to look at it, OGUDU is just a stone throw down to the bridge that takes us down to the 3rd Mainland Bridge. And one beautiful thing about OGUDU is that I call it a beautiful thing because actually OGUDU is actually a waterlogged area. And why did I say it's a beautiful thing? Because investors who actually owns home in OGUDU are men who have made themselves whooping return on investment. OGUDU is actually a waterlogged area, and if you come to look at it, before moving into it, Banana Island, we all know that we see that has made a lot of persons a billionaire is because it's actually a waterlogged area. And do you know one beautiful thing about waterlogged area? People who live in waterlogged area are people who have the money in this nation. Now the poor people or the average people cannot live in a waterlogged area to build, because why? The money you spend is only meant for the wealthy ones. Now apart from Banana Island, the second most expensive area is actually Eko Atlantic. If you come to look at it, Eko Atlantic is actually the bar beach, which you all know back there. I remember when I was a kid, my parents take me to the bar beach, but as of now you cannot even step down to that place because it has now become a residential location. Now after Banana Eko Atlantic, one of the most expensive place we are talking about the Lekki phase. So now if you come down to OGUDU, what I love about OGUDU is about since it's a sea area, investors who will be keen to this place are investors who actually have this money. Now let me just give us an overview about OGUDU. Over the years, in the year 1990s, here in OGUDU, when you tell Nigerians to invest in this place, like, I cannot. So they prefer to go and live in Ogba. They prefer to go and live in Yaba. They prefer, because why? It's a dry land. And until I do tell investors, few of those investors saw this place. They're key into this place. And now we are talking about the billionaires, the multi-millionaires, are those men who actually took note of this environment. And now they are now making whooping return. One thing I want to just tell you for sure, is that real estate investment is like when you give birth to a child. Once it begins to grow from 1 year to 5 years, it grows. It never reduces in size or in height. The same thing happens to real estate investment. The day you key in your money into that soil, your money never depreciates. You always appreciate in it. So I bring you live here to the Sardius Creek.
Hi there, you're welcome to SADIUS Creek Estate launch. Yes, now let me tell you something. This is the only land available in OGUDU. And here we are doing a lot of work here in SADIUS Creek OGUDU to make sure this is the best place on the planet that is habitable for investment and for residential.
GTEX is in heaven.
Life at OGUDU. Now, if you come to look at it, what is Sardius Creek? Who are the developers developing Sardius Creek? One thing I do to let my investors to know is that I will always bring in property that are reliable from a reliable source and developers. Now, the developer who actually build in Sardius Creek are actually called the GTEX Homes. Now, if you come to look at them, GTEX Home, we have a brand and we have a niche. GTEX Homes is actually a company that will have property right in Lagos, in US, in UK, and in Dubai. They're actually an international brand who have created a niche for themselves, and being a company who have been in the industry for over 7 years in the real estate market, they've created a niche for themselves. And many of you, my viewers, you actually recall that many of you who have actually owned property in Dubai from these developers, you realize that every of their property are legit and they are viable and can be trusted. Now in Sardius Creek, what is the plan about this location is that we are actually trying to create that nature, the lifestyle of Dubai in this place. What are the features are we bringing into this place? Now in Sardius Creek, we'll be having a creek here. Now if you can just see that this is a lagoon where which you can actually place in your boat. For many of those of my viewers who have always asked me, Kelvin, I need a location where which I can actually place in my boat and easy access for me to go straight into different locations I want to be. Now this is a good advent for you. You can actually see that works are actually ongoing in this place. And one beautiful thing I do tell people, if you want to know a reliable home, it's not depending on the contractors that they actually hire to do this job. Now, who are the contractors who will be handling the project in this Sardius Creek? They are called the North Construction Firm, and this North are actually the German company. They are not just the Nigerians. How many people have looked at it? Wow! So let's come to look at it. Go check the track record of North. Now, who are the North Construction Firm? Now, many of you actually know Marriott Hotel right in Ikeja. Now, for you to have no Marriott, you can put your mind that that company is actually dependable. That hotel is very solid. Now, these are the developers who actually built that hotel is actually called the North, and those are the same contractors who will be actually handling this project. Now, in the Sardius Creek, we have houses and land. Now, for the land we'll be selling in this place, we have only just 10 plots. I do tell the investors, I say smart investors do not wait. I do tell people, I say you buy a land and wait. You don't wait to buy a land, because why? Odetola bought his land over there in Banana Island and he waited. Now Odetola is known, and apart from the other money he makes, now in real estate he has made billions of naira. And if you also want to become those part of it, now you know OGUDU here, we are still selling a property at an affordable price. Come to look at it, OGUDU. After this bridge which you actually seen, opposite there, in opposite side in OGUDU here, property has sold for 100 million naira. And it's across of this bridge. Now, if you can actually come to look at the OGUDU GRA here, property at some place are sold for 120. You can actually see my videos, 120 million, 100 million naira. Right here in Sardius Creek, which the effort we will be bringing in, where we should have your land, we are having the lagoon, you're having the creek over in this place. There's a yacht in this place. You can actually see that our constructions are ongoing right in this place. Now let's come to look at it. Why do you need to invest in Sardius Creek? Now, for investors who based in diasporas, I know there is no one that will want to leave diaspora to come down to Nigeria to come and live something place lower, way lower than your expectation. So we are actually bringing the same lifestyle in Dubai right here in Sardius Creek. One thing you need to understand is that right here we'll be having a proposed jetty in this place. You could actually see that we're actually walking on the creek. We'll be having helipad right in this estate, and this place is actually a green and a smart home. I want to have asked people people have always asked, what is an eco-friendly environment? Now, every of the water, every of the physics in this place will actually be converted into biogas. I love what we call the definition of a smart home. It's not just about the building or what is it. Now, in the smart home, what we call a smart home, we'll be having this in this estate, an eco-friendly environment. Now, every of the physics in this place will be converted into biogas. Right in this estate, we'll be having CCTV cameras in this estate. But one thing I will want to say about in this place about that we are so key about our security, and that is why the CCTV cameras will be mounted in these locations. Will be able to view up to 1 kilometer ahead for you to know that security is our top priority. Also, for every estate, for every corner, we'll be having our road network done. Now, if you come to look at it, you can see that works are already ongoing in this environment. Now, I do tell investors, what are the things that makes a place be flooded? It's not because there's no drainage that have taken over the flood environment. When you don't have a good channel in an estate, that way you see that a lot of flood happen in those locations. Now, come to look at it. You are seeing this water in this place. And this is why you're seeing this water in this, because the OGUDU Dam has been opened, and now you could see the water in this place. And one thing about this OGUDU Creek is that with our development going on in this place, even the residents living in this environment are very happy, because we have actually come to drive away the water that is flooding right into the estate. And with a new development in this place, you could see a lot of massive work we are doing. Now, come to look at it. Follow me. You can realize that the road network, and you can see the work constructions are ongoing right in this place. You can see the road network ongoing. We are actually doing this doing the road network straight down onto under the bridge. The reason why we are doing it is because we want investors to have their own access way. Now, looking at it, when we call a home is a home, it's not just about the structure of the building. It's about the easy proximity. It's about the lifestyle you're able to have. It's about the comfortability you will gain in this place. Sardius Creek is about bringing Dubai down to Nigeria. For those who realize that living in a smart home takes a lot of things, and I'll come to look at it. We are not just providing in a good water for you, potable water here. We are providing that. We are providing an habitable, drinkable water in this location. Now, also within these locations, we will not be having a scenario where which we'll be having a bad smell in this place, maybe because of the smoke that passed through those areas. Now, we'll be having some extractors, machines mounted in this place that will be able to regulate the air that moves in around this environment. These are things we are providing for you for free in this Sardius Creek. Apart from that, we have what we call a playground system, which is one of our features to be giving you a gated community, as I mentioned, a smart estate and green estate, then a central sewage system, which I mentioned. The sewage system will be converted into a biogas, and we naturally know what to use. You can use it to cook in your estate. So we'll be having a 24 hours electricity. Now, these are the one of the features you need to realize that we'll be providing for you in this estate. Remember, as at now, this place is actually selling for 60 million naira. Next week, it will be selling for 70 million naira. Upper week will be selling for it. So every week, 10 million naira increase will be added to it. Now, I will tell investors, if you are seeing my video, if you choose to subscribe today, you'll be buying this property for 60 million naira. But if you wait to watch it and say you want to just learn, you want to see, let me confirm and do it, before you are doing all that, if you choose to wait till next 1 month, which is 4 weeks time from now, I'm promising you'll be buying this place for 100 million naira. So if I'm the one, if I was a wise investor, what will I do? I will call the number you're actually seeing on the screen today, so that you can get that discount. I do tell people, buy and wait. Call me now, start making your inquiries. Every information you want to do, all your research you want to do, I'll provide it to you. where which you are processing your property. Now remember, this property has a CFO. For those who want to ask, it has a CFO. So remembering, Sardius Creek is a place to be. Sardius Creek is an habitation to dwell. Interested, give me a call today and I'll be available to provide that real estate investment deal. Thank you very much.
Hi there, you're welcome to Sardius Creek Estate launch.